If you're on a day trip from Puerto Vallarta to the village of Quimixto, you might want to head over the east side of the bay and go to Charley's Bar and Restaurant. Just a short walk from the center of town to Playa El Volador, where you'll find some spectacular scenery as well as the bar, which serves excellent food. The owner, his name is Omar, and he is very welcoming and cordial. The restaurant is actually set on multiple levels. You can sit on the beach, you can go up to an upper level and an even higher upper level where you get panoramic views of the bay. This is a great place for surfers, so up at the higher levels you can see how they're able to carve the waves.
Nice ride.
The menu consists mostly of seafood and other Mexican dishes, but for you non-seafood lovers, they have a variety of options, including fajitas with chicken and nachos. I also believe they offer some burgers. Our favorite things on the menu are the quesadillas, the coconut shrimp, and the shrimp diabla, but they also cook whole fish as well. My wife had the seafood soup and just raved about it. I put their menu at the end of this video so you can check it out. So we first ordered a few drinks, some beers and margaritas, and then we ordered lunch after. What a beautiful place to have a drink while you watch the ocean and the world go by.
Señor, margarita, he don't like it, I drink.
So those of you who like great margaritas, I can highly recommend the margaritas that Omar makes. They were actually excellent and very limey. And as you can see, a lot larger than the ones you get in downtown Puerto Vallarta.
There you go. Pacífico por amigo.
Okay, gracias, Omar.
Gracias, señor. Gracias. Salud, tequila, y rock and roll.
Next, Omar explained what was on the menu, and then we ordered.
Welcome home. Basically, I do a menu. My menu is more on seafood. I have a lot of options. The house special is the shrimp. I have many special shrimp. The best one is our coconut shrimp. It's a real coconut because we use a real coconut breaded with a little mango passion fruit sauce on the side. You can do the shrimp, rice and salad. The fresh catch of today, maki fish fillet. I can maki fish fillet. We do any style, like a garlic sauce, ajillo sauce, or diabla. Diabla is one of my favorites. A little spicy, like spicy. It's a sauté food with garlic and a diabla sauce on top. Also, I have a snapper, whole fish. If you like more flavor and fish, the snapper. Have a bones, and we do a fry with garlic sauce on top. There's tortillas and pico de gallo for you when you taco, like in home, right? Also, it's now on the menu. I have fresh tuna. The tuna we do like a sashimi or ceviche with fresh mango and pineapple mixed with a little soy ponzu sauce. Very, very tasty. That's like a pocket tuna. And also we do pan seared, like roasted cilantro and black pepper with a little garlic sauce with rice and salad on the side. The seafood soup, if you like soup, is the best soup.
Yeah, but you have cocoa in it, right?
If you want it, if not, we can do out. Normally we do a crab, fish, shrimp, and octopus. But if you don't like octopus, we do on the side. It's a fish broth. Very, very tasty. And also I have if you want something light, I have avocado with shrimp. So we one whole open avocado with a little steamed shrimp on top and a little chipotle. You know chipotle? Chipotle cream sauce on the side, on the top. You can try. Take a look at the menu. Let me know if I can add to it.
Omar also explained that if you don't like seafood, he also offers fajitas with chicken and beef. And then he also explained that all the dishes come with beans and rice as well as a salad. So with that, we checked our menus and then all decided on what we wanted for our lunches. So while I waited for our meals to be prepared, I took a little bit of a walk around the resort, and I'll share that with you now. So first of all, you're in this beautiful beach area. It's public, but because it's sort of at one end of Quimixto, it actually feels private or semi-private. There's really not a lot of people that come here, and I really love it. The beach is not that long. I always thought this was called Quimixto Beach, but I've also been told it's called El Volador, Playa El Volador, but I've never ever seen that on a map, but that's what some of the locals call it. As I said earlier, they do a lot of surfing here. So generally during high tides especially, the surf is up and you get great visuals and you get to watch a lot of the surfers, do their thing. They have seating on the bottom floor right on the stand. And after all, you eat if you want to really go and have a layout on some of their chairs. They don't mind you doing that. On the sand level, they also have their bar where they mix all your drinks, and you can see from in back of Omar here, it's actually quite large, and he makes all the drinks himself. I think this is a family-run business, and he really seems to enjoy himself, which makes a really incredible, great environment in such an idyllic setting. I tell you, you cannot help to have fun at this particular location. You just really enjoy yourself. Pretty laid back, very laid back atmosphere, I would say. So the next step is on your left-hand side here, you've actually got the first level of the upper part of the restaurant, and this is where we're sitting. It's a nice elevated platform that's, spans part of the beach. He says he owns all the land up to the rocks to the beach, but then he has to pay a rental fee to the government, I guess, to extend this little platform here onto the beach, where he has white tablecloths sitting out on the tables here, which you can eat at, which is very unusual for Puerto Vallarta, at least in a beach setting, but it's just perfect for what we want. And you can see how incredible the views are here. I also like sitting up high because you always get a little bit more of a breeze, especially on a hot day. This is the lower section with tables, and you can see the beach chairs out front. Now the tide was a little bit high, so they did not have much of a beach. And last week they had a very large high tide, which took away a lot of sand, so they lost part of their beach. There are washrooms on this first level, or just up from the beach, and then there's another set of washrooms on the top level near the road, where there is also a formal entrance into this restaurant and bar. So on the next level, there's an area which can be used by guests, but it's mostly used by the family. But if you go to the left, you'll find another upper level, which is fairly private, and it also gives you a great view of the beach. Plus, they've got washrooms here. Coming from the village of Quimixto, there's a path that takes you down to the beach, but if you really want to get into the restaurant, you can go into it from the street level at this point. So there's restrooms to the right here. And to our left here is the next upper level of the restaurant, which you can choose to sit at and enjoy yourself in almost seclusion. Well, if we went here today, we would actually be in seclusion because there was nobody else here. And you can see at this part of the restaurant, they actually hung a Canadian flag. I think a lot of Canadian tourists come to this area, and I believe I saw an American flag on the lower level. Anyway, spectacular views up here, and actually a nice little breeze on this nice hot day. So on this top level, they had 2 tables which could sit 2 people, but then again, they also had this one very long table, which currently had about 6 chairs, but I think you could put a lot more people around it if you had a large group, which would be great. So now I'm going to take you to the front of the restaurant and bar and give you an idea what it looks like from the roadside. And saying it's a roadside is probably a little bit of a stretch. It's more of a pathway that they use with four-wheelers. So Quimixto is not accessible by car, so they use horses and basically four-wheelers to get around here. So if you're coming from the village, you're basically going to go almost to the river, and you're going to hang a left down a path, and that path will take you directly to the 2 restaurants at the end. And there'll be signs pointing to those restaurants, but you may see something if you continue up this path to the Xanalia Resort, which is, in my mind, it looks like a yoga or a retreat where you can do yoga. They have sweat lodge, nice pool. It looks like a fairly nice establishment. Anyways, let's go back down to where we're sitting earlier, because my food should be ready, and we're going to check it out. So the first thing they brought out to us was some appetizers, and those were nachos as well as some guacamole. They actually take their chips and they fry them up themselves, so it's very fresh, and you can see very large portions as well. Great way to start off our meals. So there was 8 of us on our hike today up to the falls and then down to this restaurant. So we had quite a large order, but it only took about 30, maybe 40 minutes at the extreme before we all got served. They all came out together, and you can see we've got coconut shrimp. A number of people ordered quesadillas. My wife had the seafood soup. And then one person ordered fajitas, and those were the chicken fajitas. Everything looked and smelled great. Everything was well presented. Most of the dishes came with a salad, rice, and also some garlic bread as well. The restaurant is very accommodating. For example, my wife doesn't like octopus, so when she ordered her soup, although the standard seafood it contained would have been fish, octopus, shrimp, and crab, she elected to have that removed, and they replaced it with extra shrimp, which was just great of them. As you can see, our service came with a lot of humor as we teased each other back and forth. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I highly recommend this restaurant. It is called Charley's. The owner and main guy here, his name is Omar, but everything, all the wait staff were fantastic. It's a beautiful spot on a beautiful piece of beef. It's hard to beat. And if you have a chance to take a day trip from Puerto Vallarta, I would highly recommend going to Quimixto, see the falls, and then come back to the beach here on the east side of the Quimixto. Check out the beach clubs, especially Charley's and the other restaurant, El Volador, and just spend the afternoon. If you feel like doing a little bit of hiking like we did after our meal, we actually walked back to Las Animas, and that particular hike took us 56 minutes, and we walked at a fairly slow pace, nothing rushed, and it was easy to do, so it's not a very hard hike at all. So you can have a full experience when you go to Quimixto, especially a great meal in an idyllic setting. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please like and subscribe. So as promised, here are the menus. There's really only one page which lists everything they sell, and the second site is everything that you can have as a beverage here. Anyways, have a great day.